Hello everybody, this is Rainsong 32 Craft Life, aka Tanya, and I'm here for a swap reveal. If you watched my last video, man, I was wicked down in the dumps. I had a major life change and I just couldn't get it together. But yesterday morning, I woke up and I finally felt the urge to create things, and I haven't felt that in weeks and months. So I'm happy that that happened. So anyway, this was a St. Patrick's Day swap, and I'm going to share what I made. I'll post up on the screen what the requirements are because, as you know, I never remember what they are, and I'm always trying to guess, so I just put it on the screen. So one of the first things that you had to do was you had to make one of four things. Obviously, y'all can read. But what I made here is a card, and I used the Popcorn pop-up card from Lawn Fawn, and I made a pot of gold and in a rainbow, right? So you could turn it around. So whoever gets this can display it if they would like. I kept it pretty simple because if they want to use it to send to somebody else, I figured this is the perfect thing. So to send it in the mail, you just pop it up this way and it's all good. Okay, so that's the first thing that I made. I'll put that about right here. Hopefully you can still see it in frame. The next one that I made was a banner. So I believe that this one is from Scrap Diva Designs, and the gnome and the big pot of gold, they are from Jaded Blossom. And I should have told you before that the little pot here is also from Jaded Blossom, and the rainbow is Lawn Fawn as well. And I think the four-leaf clovers, I think this is actually Jaded Blossom. But anyway, I thought that this would be really cute for the person to maybe hang up somewhere. So what I did is I built the gnome with the new beard and mustache that just came out a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago. I made this little four-leaf clover. This was from, I think, last year. And the shoes. I wanted to make sure that the hat kind of matched kind of colors with the banner in the background, and I believe that this one is from Doodlebug. I think the paper is from Doodlebug, I believe. So the background paper is also Doodlebug, and I think, if I remember correctly, this is probably a white shimmer paper. And this paper is not, I don't remember where it was from, but it was a 6-inch paper pad that I've had for a couple of years, and I just haven't used it all the way through. So this is the front side of it, and I attached a large paper clip, and here is the back side. So, you know, the person could, whoever gets this, can hang it up in their room if they would like to, or they can give it away to somebody by simply putting things on. It's totally, completely up to them what they want to do with it. Sticking to the Jaded Blossom theme, I made this Memory Decks card. So the Memory Decks card, let me break it down for you. This snow globe is from Jaded Blossom. And this part here, I believe, is just, I think I have like from Chaos Crafts or somewhere, I have like a little piece that makes anything into Memory Decks. So I sandwiched in between some paper. Again, you see that pot of gold. You'll see that's kind of a theme that I have going on. Then the gnome itself. And this rainbow, I believe that this rainbow is from Cat Scrappiness, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look, and I have a thing on Airtable where I have all of my hundreds and hundreds and stamps that all organized, because if you don't know, I'm a little OCD about things like that. But anyway, I filled it with some green and gold sequins, and the background has this really cool, like, kind of watermark. And the paper of the rainbow, you can see it sparkle. I believe I just took a shimmer pen and traced that to make that sparkle. Whereas the rainbow from Lawn Fawn, this is actually their shimmer paper, so I didn't know if you could see that it's got some shimmer to it. You can kind of see it, not really. But, so, again, this is all from Jaded Blossom and their gnomes, because you all know that I'm obsessed with Jaded Blossom gnomes. And I think that it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day. Now this lovely, I was being cheap, and this booth is actually from KF's Crafts. I eventually did buy the Jaded Blossom one, but I think I made this last year and I figured I'd give it this year. So I used wood grain cardstock, and then I inked it to make it look a little bit more distressed. And again, I used the same kind of Memdex maker to make this into a memory dex. And because I'm extra, it looks like a window, but I put acetate on there. So I didn't want a hole. I wanted to be able to put this banner on and have it stay. The banner, I believe, is from Jaded Blossom. I believe, I don't know, but the letters Clover, I believe that's Lawn Fawn, Henry's ABCs or something like that. It's some kind of lawn fawn. I don't remember the name of the actual project. So the hat, underneath the hat, you'll see it's solid, and I used a green foil cardstock to make it a little bit more interesting. And then he's holding a 4-leaf clover. So you'll see in all of these, there's basically some kind of like 4-leaf clover or something. And then the final piece, you're supposed to do 4, but of course, I did a little bit more, and I have a surprise that if the person is watching this now, I want her to be surprised when it comes in. But this is my last project here. I did the loaded banner die from Scrap Diva Designs. Now look, I have all these dies that I've had for a long time, and I love them when they come out, and I just have never had places to send them to. And, you know, my students, yes, I do give them stuff, but, you know, something like this is a little bit more labor intense. So I'm not going to give all my students this type of project. But now I'm finding, since I'm doing swaps, I mean, I kind of took a break from swaps, so my life kind of fell apart. But I'm hoping I'm going to be back. We'll see. I think so. I think I'm good now. I think so. But anyway, this is a loaded banner. So let me flip it around for you so you can see, and I'll show you the details. I'm going with that 4-leaf clover theme. And I don't know if you can tell from, I can do it on the front, all of the green, the good luck, the hat band, and all the clovers. I made my own paper. I think I probably took water distress cardstock, and I took distress stain, the mica ones, like the seasonal one, and I took probably oxide spray, and I made my own paper to make it look shimmer and shine all of there. And so then if I make a big sheet of it, I don't know, here's some of the leftover of it. You can see that, you know, I literally sprayed it and I went a little crazy on this end, but this is how I make my specialty cardstock. So this is water paper because it's like synthetic. I spray it and I make a bunch at a time in my splat box, and then I leave them out to dry, so I have them in all kinds of different colors. So when it's time to make something, I already have all this paper made, so I don't have to sit there and wait for it to dry. But you see all the texture that's in there. I think that's really, you know, important when you're making things, and it makes, you know, your paper really unique. The background paper, I found it on Etsy, and I printed it out like a whole like style of it. And so if you look at here, this whole box is lined with this paper from Etsy. And I should say these banner holders, this is also from that specialty cardstock that I made. So when you open this up, because of course you can open it up, I lined the top of it with the same paper that's on the outside. And then on the inside, I put a little 4-leaf clover. So when I send this to somebody, I will fill it with a nice little surprise inside. And one other thing that I think is kind of interesting, if you can see, I took shimmer paper from, white shimmer paper from Michael's, and I took this banner and I cut it out 4 times and glued them back to back to give it stability. And so also you could see on both sides that it's good. You know, like sometimes when you die cut something, the inside of it is like all scratchy and gross. So I wanted to make it be nice and clean for the person who gets it. So this is my St. Patrick's Day swap reveal. I really hope that I'll be around more. I have some other projects that are sitting on my desk that I could film. But I'm just happy to be back. And this community, again, I've said it before, but this community has really helped support me, and I'm very thrilled with that. So remember that even when life is bad and you're down and you think you're in the dumps, remember to be kind, stay humble, and always work hard. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you on the next one.